Hey, fabulous fifth graders. I'm Miss Worst.
And I'm Mr. Andrews.
And thanks for logging on to the TeamCast for the week of May 10 through the 14th. For our upcoming week in ELA and social studies, wow, we are doing such a great job with our Civil War simulation, and we are headed to the battlefield next time. The Winds of War, episode 3. So be ready for that. And many of you are wrapping up your research and your note-taking, and you're starting your first drafts. So next week is all about writing and drafting and organizing all of those great notes and all of that great research that you've been doing. So we'll be getting into our drafting, and we will also decide on what sort of project option you will be presenting your biography, your Civil War figure. So until then, we'll see you on the battlefield.
This week during the math portion of our learning day, we're going to be working out of Module 6. We'll be graphing, naming points, and recognizing patterns on a coordinate plane. In science, we're going to be talking about weather conditions and patterns, and we'll also take a look at the tools available on the science end of grade test. We're going to also complete a practice end of grade test, which is online this year for fifth graders, and we'll be using some of those tools. In math this week, we're also going to be talking about gridded responses and how to do those correctly for our end of grade test for math. 10 of the 52 questions are gridded response, meaning there's no multiple choice, but more importantly, students have to grid their answers, and that's a little bit different than the ABCD thing. So we want to be sure that our students know exactly how to do that and be able to score correctly.
Hey, members of Pawville and Wild Worst. Mr. Andrews and I want to, first of all, say thank you for all the fun goodies and treats that we got for teacher staff appreciation. We really appreciate all of the good wishes, and we appreciate your support. And on that note, we want to bring to your attention, we know you've gotten notice through ConnectEd, but also you have received a letter, but we want to bring your attention to important dates coming up at the end of May. So our EOGs are May 20 for ELA, we have May 25 for math, and then we have science on May 26. But what we want to make sure you are all aware of is that we have to be, Mr. Andrews and I are involved in testing for our remote students. So on the day that we do ELA remote, your child will be asynchronous learning at home. And on May 25, you will also be home. And on May 27, you will also be home. So these are days that we will be posting lessons and videos and just having you do some assignments from home. So be sure to log on to the Canvas pages on those days and stay tuned for more information about that. But we just wanted to let you know about those dates.
And so all things that happen in May lead to the month of June. And we're going to have a lot of fun on June 1st and the 2nd. And we just want to be able to tell you what we know about that so far. On June 1st, we're going to have our class ceremonies. And those are going to be just for our classes. Mrs. Worst's class will then, at 9 o'clock, have a live stream on Facebook of their class ceremony. So we invite all of our parents of Wild Worst to be a part of that viewing. And then at 9:15, how convenient, Pawville and my homeroom will have our 15-minute ceremony, which again will be broadcast or streamed rather on Facebook. So that's our June 1st. So just for our class, and nobody else is in our audience. On June 2nd, we're going to have our graduation drive-through for all of our fifth graders. And this is going to begin at 10 o'clock and it will continue till 11:30. Now, if it happens to rain, and we'll be keeping our eyes on the weather and be weather aware, then our rain date is June 3rd, but we're planning on June 2nd. And so we invite all of our students and parents to come in their cars and wave to all of the folks in the line and just enjoy that moment as we have all of your pictures along the roadway and you just get a chance to bask in it. and it's your moment
Enjoy
in the
it.
sun.
Yeah.
Your 5 minutes of fame riding in the car. After that, at 12 o'clock until 1:30, we're going to have our 5th grade party. And it's going to be on the upper field, up on our playground. And this is where we're going to have 2 adults that can come and be support for each student. And so that's where we do invite our parents to come and be a part of that celebration at our party. PTA is going to be supplying cake, and we'll have refreshments like water to go along with that as well. So that is, in a nutshell, what we're going to be doing for EOGs and our remote learning days and our celebrations in June 1st and 2nd.
Where is Mr. Andrews? He's in the U.S. He's at a capital. Oh, which one will we learn about this week?
Now, where in the United States will I be this week? Well, here are some clues for you. I'm in front of the state Capitol building here, and this state Capitol building dates back to 1772, and it's the oldest state Capitol building still in continuous legislative use. The capital city actually served as the first U.S. capital city for just a short period in 1783 through 1784. In 1788, this colony became the 7th state to join the United States of America. The United States Naval Academy was established in 1845, and it's located in this state. Almost half of the land surface in this state is covered by forest, which includes 47 state parks. This state is known for fishing, and it produces the most blue crabs of any state in the United States. This state is most known for all things crabs and Old Bay seasoning, which is also made in this state. The Susquehanna River is in this state. It also runs through a couple of border states, but it's 440 miles long. That's the longest non-navigable river for commercial use in all of North America. 440 miles long, and it's not usable by commercial ships. Francis Scott Key, who wrote the lyrics to the national anthem or the Star Spangled Banner, was born in this state. And the Orioles and the Ravens, my team, the Orioles, call this state home. Be careful with the state capital. The state name you probably have already figured out by now, but the state capital, be careful and spell it correctly. I'll look for your answers on messages within my Canvas.
Where is Mr. Andrews? He's in the U.S. He's at a capital. Oh, which one will we learn about this week?
Let's all have a great week together. So there's nothing like being photobombed by Sophia Mountain Cat while you're doing your TeamCast portion, but that's exactly what this little girl was doing a little while ago. I'm trying to concentrate, and what's she doing? She's running around meowing behind me. So thanks a lot, little girl. You cost me about 20 minutes without me being able to focus. Yeah, I wonder what's underneath there. I bet you're going to find out. All right.